Good morning, everyone. I'm Leslie Costigan, the president of PayPlus Payroll, along with Greg, our director of sales, and our payroll specialists, Melissa and Judy, as well as Megan and Gail, who work behind the scenes. We want to welcome you here today. There's been so much information that we've been receiving lately that we felt that it would be useful to share this in a webinar with you. We want to make this a successful time for you and your businesses. We know this is very stressful, and we're here to help you in any way that we can. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. I'm going to share the screen to show you the webinar. Okay. So the webinar is going to be about the Families First Coronavirus Response Act, tax relief, unemployment questions, shipping, and our response to different things that are going on. And first of all, the Coronavirus Act did not begin until April 1st. So some people have been asking about that. When did it begin? It's actually from April 1st on. Some things that we're going to continue to cover today are should you furlough or continue to pay your employees, unemployment, HR questions, employer on the go instructions, links to loans, grants, and other information that we have, shipping delays that we're already seeing, direct deposit and pay cards, managing our ACH Risk wire transfer drawdown options, some changes we're making at PayPlus, and mailing of payroll envelopes. First of all, we are taping this webinar, and we will make it available on our website for your reference. And we've also have been sending this week very detailed information in our newsletter, so please take the time to read those. Judy spent a lot of time putting them together, and it has very helpful information for you. First, the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. This did begin April 1st. It cannot be for any wages prior to April 1st. And there's three different components to the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. The first is paid sick leave for yourself. That's an employee who is unable to telecommute and has been advised to quarantine, is experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, and they can receive up to $511 a day, up to 80 hours, or 10 days at 100% of pay up to $511, as I said, so $5,110 total. So this needs to be somebody who is sick indeed, or been advised to quarantine. Then there's the paid sick leave, which is if you're caring for someone who is unable to get to school, or there's a daycare closure, or they're subject to a quarantine, and that gives you 66.67% of your pay up to $200 a day, and the maximum is $2,000 total. Then we have the expanded family medical leave, which is another another 12 weeks of pay up to 66.67% of your pay, again up to $200 a day, $12,000 total. You need to have been employed for 30 days, and the first 10 days are unpaid, but you can use the paid family sick leave or the paid sick leave for those first 10 days. We've put together this sheet that gives you the three different Response Act options, and we have sent that to you in our newsletters. We've also sent you the employee rights poster, and this is something you should share with your employees or post if your business is still open, that tells them about their leave entitlements. Furlough or continuing to pay your employees. So many clients have asked us what they should do. We really can't advise you in this situation. Your CPA may be better able to help you with the decision. If you do furlough or lay off your employees, then you cannot take advantage of the Family First Coronavirus Response Act. This is for only employees that are still being employed with you. And what the credit is that you get with that is 6.2%, the Social Security portion of your pay. So you do not have to pay that. You need to notify us if the employees are furloughed, because we will continue to pay salaried employees if you don't let us know that you have let somebody go on unemployment. Each state has different unemployment maximums and a different number of weeks that a person can collect. For example, in New Hampshire, the maximum is about $427 a week, where in Massachusetts it's closer to $800. It may actually even be over than that now. We don't know how the states calculate these benefits. It's a mystery to us. If you receive an email in your correspondence from one of the states, you do not probably have to access this information. And most likely it's the benefits that your employees are receiving. The states have already received all their quarterly reports for 2019 as well as 2020. We have already uploaded those to the states. So they have all the wages for all of your employees. The employees just need to go on the website. You can't go into an office. Go on the website for those states to find out how they can apply for unemployment benefits. Another question we've been getting a lot is what's going to happen next year, because everyone knows that your unemployment rate is based on prior employees receiving, unemployment wages. We don't know the answer to that. We do know from HR, our HR support group in Mammoth HR, that they have said that many states are going to be waiving the rates going up next year. So we're hoping that Massachusetts, New Hampshire will also be doing that. Again, about Mammoth HR, we cannot highly recommend this more to you. We're not HR generalists, so some of your questions we can answer, but a lot of people are asking us questions that really are out of our scope of knowledge, and this is a great resource for you. There's two different options with the HR support. The first one is $12 a month. The second one is $20 a month, and the first one provides you with a lot of documentation, forms, tax laws, policy and procedure manual ability, things like that. The second one will give you live support. So please ask your payroll specialist if you do want to upgrade to these two products. This is where we're getting a lot of information. They share webinars with you as well that you can get onto with somebody in your staff if you want to, and see some new laws, because there's a lot of things changing with this new COVID-19, things that you couldn't ask your employees now you can, for example, and recommendations as far as what procedures you should be taking in your office. Employer on the go instructions. So our software company has been very busy coding the new COVID-19 rates. You need to let us know if you're going to be paying somebody under these codes, because there is substantial additional setup that we need to do on the employee side to complete this. Right now we have three codes. COVID-19 is code 500 in an earnings code. COVID-19 FMLA is 501, and the COVID sick 2/3 is 502. So those earning codes are set up on the company level, but there is a lot of setup that we need to do on the employees when they are going to be used. So again, let your payroll specialist know if you need to pay somebody under those codes. Links to loans and grants. The SBA loan, the PPP loan, is the biggest thing out there that is really going to be beneficial for a lot of our clients. It is a forgivable loan. You have to apply through your local SBA lender, and at this point most banks are becoming SBA lenders. Many of them were not ready to start this process last Friday, but as of Monday and Tuesday this week, they are opening up sites on their website. So go to your bank's website. Most of them you have to upload a package of information to them, your 941s, your 940s, unemployment information. They also are asking for rent information, mortgage interest, employer paid benefits, things like that. So you need to gather that information together. Many of the banks are also asking for profit and loss statements. And this Relief and Economic Security Act, CARES, is designed to help you keep your employees. If you retain your employees for an 8-week period of time, the loan will be forgivable. The SBA also has other loans that are available to employers, so please check out the SBA website as well as the IRS coronavirus tax relief page that the links are on the bottom here as well. Shipping delays. We've already been advised by UPS that they are no longer guaranteeing any deliveries, overnight, ground, whatever. We do expect that U.S. Postal Service will also have similar issues. We have a lot of clients that are picking up payrolls now at our office. We ask them to please use a paper towel to open the bin to protect the health and safety of our clients. And we have a trash barrel and paper towels out there for your use. Because of this, we are also, very concerned about receipt of payroll by our clients. We want to make sure your employees are paid on time. We strongly recommend that our clients move their employees to direct deposit or pay cards. Both of these options, there is no cost to the employer or the employee, and it's the only way to guarantee that the money is in their hands on payday. In addition, it's the safest thing as far as contamination if your employee has to go to a bank, they're touching windows, they're touching pens, they're touching the tubes that things have to go to, so they're risking contamination of the virus. One of the things we cannot do is remail packages that are delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic, so we really would recommend that you put most people on direct deposit or pay cards. If you don't get your envelope on payday, you're going to have to write manual checks to your employees until that envelope comes. Managing ACH Risk. NatPay is our provider of ACH, and they are the largest national company that does handle ACHs in the United States. They're already seeing NSF or insufficient funds situations where businesses have closed, and they're finding businesses in financial trouble. So they're now requiring us to submit our payrolls a day earlier. So Monday for Thursday payrolls, Tuesday for Friday payrolls. If you have a Wednesday pay date at this time, you can either change your pay date to Thursdays, or we would need that submitted on Friday before we close at noon. We're hoping this isn't a permanent change, but we need to act accordingly and respond to their request. Wire transfer drawdown is another option that NatPay is providing, which is really a great option for businesses that cannot submit their payroll hours 3 days before the payday. This is an agreement between your bank and NatPay that allows them to pull the wire transfer the day before your pay date. So if the funds are not there in your account the day before, the payroll will not be run. It's a $3 cost per pay period, and most local banks are now waiving their fees on wire transfers. We've sent this wire transfer agreement to all of our clients. It needs to be filled out at your bank by a manager. The tellers are not going to know how to do this. Then you need to fax the agreement back to us and to NatPay so that we know that you're utilizing this wire transfer option. So anybody that cannot do that 3-day, this is a great option. The funds, again, are not pulled out of your account until the day before payday. Some of the changes that we've made at PayPlus, we've cut back our hours a little bit for Judy and Melissa. They're now working until 2:30. Greg and I are going to continue to work until 4, and as always, we can be reached 24/7 in cases of emergency. Our 941s were also emailed to you this pay period. We're not going to be sending paper clients. You'll need to print these or save them to your computers. And of course, the originals have been filed with all the state agencies and the IRS. Mailing of payroll envelopes. We're no longer going to be mailing check stubs to clients that have all of their employees on direct deposit. This does not affect people that have live checks. It's just for everybody who has everyone on direct deposit. Some clients had still been getting check stubs. We're not going to be doing that any longer because we are all working remotely now, and it's much easier for us to manage from our homes if we're not able to and not having to mail all these extra documents. So you will get an email with all of your payroll reports. You need to have emails on file for all your employees because they will now get 2 links to set up their employee self-service. They can view their check stubs at any time. They'll also get a alert on their phone that their check is ready, and they can log in with that password that they've set up. So if you are missing emails from any of your employees, please reach out to your payroll specialist and provide that to them. And our Employer on the Go clients will continue to get the reports online as they have done before. Closing notes, we want to express again that we're here for you as you navigate these challenging times. We value your friendship, and we certainly value your business relationship. We wish you and your families and your employees continued good health. Please reach out to us if we can help in any way. Again, we are taping this webinar. Please read those newsletters that are going out to you all this week. Thank you for joining us for this important webinar, and we look forward to our continued relationship with you. Take care.